There's something I want to touch on real quick. So you got a lot of people that, we talk about marriage, and it's something that I want to talk about, and I'm gonna do a more informative version at some point on the channel where I can pull up the statistics and pull up the laws. But it talks about people today getting married for love and getting for the wrong reasons. And when you kind of just think about it, historically, a lot of people was getting married. It was a decision between two families. Indians, a lot of people that was from India, they believe in that. You know what I'm saying? The families get together and okay, maybe a dowry exchange, maybe the families meet or they know each other from work or around the way, and they say, your daughter is gonna marry my son, or my son is gonna marry your daughter. It's not from a it's not from a perspective of, oh, they look cute together. Oh, they look good together. They have great looking babies together. No, it's a business. It's cultural and traditional value. So this always brings me back to the point about black people not having culture, not having a traditional value. Like the Caribbean people, they have somewhat of a value. They know where they come from. They have somewhat of a tradition. Black people don't have a tradition. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a tradition in the sense of, it's really like Christianity is really what's been, and most people don't even follow the Bible and don't even know the Bible. I've seen a couple football players this year. I believe Justin Fields, and I want to say it was Justin Fields, and I can't remember. Maybe it was an NBA player. Said they just started reading the Bible and like it really opened their eyes, right? But I say all that to say it's a business. You don't get married for love. You get married because it's a business. You get married because you want to pass things down. You want to combine assets. You want to combine you guys' values with each other. Y'all want to have this, oh, yo, you believe in this or I believe in this. That way, when I send my kids over to y'all don't eat pork. Y'all believe in this religion. We believe it ain't too much of a difference. Also, okay, y'all own this, that, and the third, or we own this, that, and the third, or we aspire to do this and we aspire to own this, that. That's the difference. That's the fucking difference. They all align in their culture and their beliefs and their assets. That's what you get married for. You know what I'm saying? It's a business. They don't marry for love because depending on who you talk to, love is a feeling. You got a lot of people that'd rather be feared than love. No, love is something that people cross consistently. The more people are more likely to hurt the people that they love than hurt strangers, bro. It's proven in crime all the time. A lot of times when they have a crime being done, first people they look around is the people that's around your circle. So people must understand this, and they have all these discussions about in relationships. You got the white little manosphere, the black manosphere, the pink pill, the red pill, the purple pill, the blue pill. You got all these different things going on, but nobody really are literally telling people the basis of a marriage. It's a business arrangement. Honestly, in America, which I'm gonna pull this up, the woman is literally your property. That's how old the laws are. But a lot of them laws came into place before women had the ability to have many, many rights. So you own the woman. So therefore, when women have a problem with being submissive, with leading, with learning to follow behind the guy and all that type of stuff, and they say it's not a partnership. A marriage is not a partnership because a partnership, we take equal. A lot of times it's two people, it's equal equity. And a lot of times when that marriage don't go right, who do they blame for the marriage not going right? Right, wrong, in between, or before you even hear the story, it falls on the man. When a woman calls around and asks for money, right? And she got a man, what do they say? Why Tyrone can't give it to you? Why Billy Brad can't give it to you? That's the first thing. But if she ain't got a man, a lot of times they give it to her, or I ain't got it right now. But why he can't give it to you? That's what they ask. And a lot of them young guys don't know. You got to tell women that, like, don't be asking people for money. That makes me look bad if we're together. That makes me look inadequate. Now, she may feel like, real side note, I ask you for too much money. I don't want to be a burden, this, that, and the third, right? But that makes you look inadequate to them. So, you know, her homegirl's like, this nigga ain't never got no money. I got my homeboy or my boyfriend home got a homeboy, got money. He don't mind spending money. These are how people are invited into your relationship, into your marriage. So when you post your marriage and a woman posts about how bad it is, or I'm unhappy, that invites people when, oh, he cheated on me, or he did this to me, or be hysterical. When they go to the internet, and all that do is a recipe for disaster for any of your relationship, whether it's your homeboy, your homegirl, your husband, wife, girlfriend, boy. That's all it is. It's a recipe for disaster. But back to the point, you own the woman. Per that contract, you own that woman. Most people don't even know that. You own her. So why own something that don't follow instructions? Why deal with something that doesn't follow instructions? You know what I'm saying? And then if you allow her to lead the relationship, a lot of women don't come with accountability. It's still going to be your fault. That's why I say don't move in with a woman. No matter how good your stroke game is, the only way you're going to have leverage while you live with a woman, if you got your own place, you got the money to pivot and the credit to pivot, you got the credit to pivot right over her. It's the countdown till she say, nigga, get out. The one time she don't bust a nut, the one time you don't go left when she say go left, you go straight or right. That's it. But really, that contract entails you own her. That's why she's ought to default by default owed so much, because women didn't have a right to do nothing. And it wasn't common for women to get unmarried and remarried. Now that those are out the loop, you have to ask your politicians, your president, Big T, your other presidents, you know, Joe Biden and everybody else, or who was going to run, Kamala, remember Ralph Nader tried to run back in the day, and, you know, all these other people, you have to ask them, John McCain, after he gone though, why they're not trying to reform these laws? You have to ask yourself, why aren't they trying to reform these laws? Because they're old. Women can work. Women can get money. Apparently, to them, they out earn men. So you must ask yourself. You must ask yourself. You know what I'm saying? Why haven't they reformed these laws? So everything they telling you is pretty much, or you think you know about marriage, is wrong. It's a bit, if it doesn't make business sense, if you don't sit down and you say, and I'll give you an example, male or female. I'll give you an example. You know, if you can't sit down with these women, or you can't sit down with your man or your woman and say, you know what, let's save $10,000 this year. Simple shit. Y'all save it, or y'all trying to save it, and he picking or she picking from it. It's not a good business decision then. It's a business. You heard about those stories where she go to college and get her trade, he pay the bills, and he go. That's a good. That's good money right there. But to get married because I want a wedding, or because I love, you could just be in a relationship and love. It's a business. The tax breaks, the bringing of two incomes. And I said it before, and I said it again. People that want to be aspire to be married or are married, you see this in the black community amongst women so much. My kids, I, me. Those words, when they're discussing y'all union, should be banned. It's us, it's we, together. Things that, synonyms that go with those words. Team. You know what I'm saying? Camaraderie. Those are the things you want to say. It's a business. I could never be in a traditional or a shotgun or an arranged marriage, because you don't understand it. You think it's for, sex, looks fade. People get married for sex fade, but core values, assets, and a business arrangement can do nothing. For the most part, for two people that's aligned and their families going in the same direction, it can do nothing but get stronger. Or her father, oh yeah, I'm in that industry, and I can help you out. I'll give you this, and all of a sudden, y'all own 1,000 houses of real estate. Y'all own 10 gas stations. Y'all own 10, jerk chicken spots. Y'all own 2 car dealerships because that's what it is. Y'all be looking at it. Oh, I ain't sexual. It's a business contract. Don't get married if you ain't prepared to do business. You ain't prepared to be a union, to be one. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's not that, oh, I got my rent, you got your rent, or I got my. No, it's us. It's we. We all pour into this. Ain't nobody keeping score. Before we make a transaction, you make major transaction, we on the same accord. Can we follow the budget? Can we follow this savings plan? Can we put this money away for junior college, for little girl college? And all right, can we buy this house and then rent it out and buy another and do it over again? Oh, that's what it's about. Y'all be marrying people, and it's about lust. Lust fade, bro. That's why so many marriages fall in the first 5 years, because you marry somebody for sex and she married you, and most women are thinking business. They're not thinking, well, I love your character, or no, they thinking what I can take from you. And why she thinking about what she get out the deal, your pension, your retirement, you thinking it's love. No, it's a business. So if y'all can't save that money, if she can't follow the instruction of the business plan, if it's only she use I, and it's not we or us or we gon' when they don't use those type of terminologies, them women, you gotta let it go. You gotta let it go. And men that use that is one. Y'all must move as one. All the decisions in the greater good of the family. It's a business agreement, man. The woman has no right. Under this law, they had no rights. So the reason, oh, I love her, or no, like, where's her business mind at? Can she budget her money? Is she gonna run up credit card debt? Is she gonna listen and follow the plan? If they can't follow, y'all can't do a plan and follow. That's your first thing to do. Y'all seriously follow a plan and do it. Sit down and budget the bills and do it. Sit down and y'all pour $100 every week or whatever y'all want to put in there, and see if y'all can do it for an extended period of time. If they can follow that, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna win. So that's all I gotta say. I appreciate y'all. Hit the link in the description, join the Patreon. Peace.